For those of you watching, my own mergers and acquisition journey includes Chad. I started a reporting platform where I was extracting data from the Limelight CRM shopping cart back in 2015 or so. Chad had shown me some spreadsheets that he had worked on back in the video professor days and stuff. And I just was like, my mind was blown at the level of detail and how he was able to derive profitability at a very finite level, like down to the media creative or the affiliate level, depending on whether you're running your own traffic or if you were using affiliates. And I hired Chad actually right before Thanksgiving to come down and spend some time with me to help me build out a kind of a key performance indicator reporting system so I could more effectively manage my e-commerce company. And we got into all sorts of, nuts and bolts on the discrepancies in the stock reporting for shopping carts, built some reporting from the ground up. It got into the details of how the architecture of it should work, where the calculations should work. It got into a lot of the infrastructure part of that, like did the calculations sit on the database side? Did they sit in the graphical user interface side? That enabled the end product called Offer Profit, which I ran for a period of time, and also had a number of clients on it as well. That ended up turning into my exit product. I sold it to Limelight CRM, now called Sticky. And when they were looking for long-term transitionary support, I had my plate completely full with my own e-commerce company. So I introduced them to Chad, and they ended up hiring Chad. And because he had the thorough knowledge of the reporting system from, start to finish, helping me with that. And it's amazing. 5 years later, you're still with the company, and you've moved on to doing some other amazing things. But just to give a little context on how all this happened and where we're going with it, the intent of this video is just as, share some more knowledge for anyone in the e-commerce universe about what goes into the reporting side, the analytics side, and we'll talk a little bit about the technology side of these businesses. And this can be useful for a buyer who's going through the acquisition process in their due diligence process. This can also be useful for a seller to understand, how the reporting can then be helpful, for them in running the business, or how the underlying technology can sometimes increase their ROI for running the business, or areas that they should be, under what rocks they should be looking for. So I think we'll jump into it and kind of go straight for, our super topic about the analytics. And just kind of curious, Chad, thinking back on, how as at Sticky, you guys have a really thorough analytics platform. Of course, the company acquired what was called Offer Profit and then built on it. It's leaps and bounds above, what we did back in 2015. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications about new videos and interviews. And introduce yourself in the comments. Are you a buyer or a seller?